increase, and low power people experience about a 10% decrease. So again, 2 minutes.
When we feed with just the BMAA alone, there is a decrease in the ability of the flies to walk. But if we co-feed,
we know did not deliver a decrease in the number of work hours.
Competition, and like, how do you expect that to increase or decrease?
Well, first of all, I was
full dose, and so there's a little bit of a decrease in their scores. It's called the CAP scores.
Helping, that tends to decrease anybody's odds of helping because you say, oh, it's not a big deal, or maybe I shouldn't help.
% decrease, never happened before, in illegal immigration.
And I think it's that price decrease more than anything else that's driving the dramatic increase in heavy use.
we invest in nutrition because we know that things like stunting and wasting decrease human potential, not
increase in number there, do not decrease. Also,
wow.
And 67% of women either decrease or stop taking their prescription medications.
Wow.
To decrease the likelihood of dying from a few different things. Okay.
The menu, you will decrease the chances that people order it. There are nudges like this of
increase or decrease moisture content in the agricultural belt, or maybe indicate some impurity.
No increase. In fact, we're in a 10% or 5% or 10%. We're in some percent decrease from last year. And yes.
Low-carb group was able to decrease their insulin by almost 500.
But we can increase or decrease diversity by looking at this little set of genes.
We're not saying decrease your parking or change your land use. We're just saying
in illegitimacy and a huge decrease in total numbers of babies.
Ultimately give our purposefulness over to the process, that frontal lobe activity starts to decrease very substantially. And
mother-to-child transmission, and in doing so, we decrease by more than half the transmission of mother-to-child HIV.
Conservative leaning says that even after growth is accounted for, federal revenues will decrease under Trump's plan between 2.6 and
Tell them to try to decrease the magnitude of their emotional response to a cue that might have looked something like this. They cause a more significant decrease in the number of breast cancers.
We decrease despair in the presence of suffering.
Dendrite of the next nerve cell, which can then increase or decrease the likelihood of an electrical signal.
Decades to significantly decrease our current prison population.
50% decrease in the price of the pentavalent vaccine, massively expanding.
Hurdles and decrease the cost of underwriting. So after Dodd-Frank, the cost of underwriting for any commercial loan had
and the concentration of carbonate ions decrease, these species first.
So if you can dramatically decrease that, then it has all sorts of positive impacts.
Decreased favorable body composition. So if we're over
increase or decrease GDP growth over the long term, right? These things are incredibly
due to a decrease in their income. If approved, eligibility.
The surroundings, those W and Q get negative signs, resulting in a decrease in delta E or a loss of energy from the system to